Assalamu alaikum and good day dear students. I am Amir Hafiz Malik and I welcome you to one more online lecture. My topic for today is punctuation. As you know, writing skill is the most complex skill and we have to pay a very special attention to writing skill. Punctuation is one of the most important segment of writing skill. I hope this is going to be a very informative and exciting lecture for you. Although this is a technical topic, but I have tried my level best to make it interesting and exciting for you. So get ready, get hold of a notebook and a pen so that you can note down the most important points of this lecture. As usual, first of all, I would like to discuss the lecture outline with you. I'll be talking about number one, what is punctuation? I'll give you the definition and the concept of punctuation to you. Number two, why punctuation? What is the purpose of punctuation? What is the role of punctuation? What is the importance of punctuation in writing skill? I'll be explaining that. Number three, use of punctuation marks. Yes, there are 11 punctuation marks and I'll be talking about their uses. Number four, conclusion or the summing up. And finally, at number five, I would be talking about exam questions and activities. So let's start with number one. What is punctuation? The definition and the concept of punctuation. This is very important and I would request you to pay a very special attention to it. Be very careful about knowing the definition of punctuation and the concept of punctuation. If you are comfortable with this concept, so very easily you can become a very good writer and a very perfect reader. So let's go. Definition of punctuation. Punctuation is the system of symbols like comma, full stop, question mark, exclamation mark, dash, colon, and so on that we use to separate sentences and parts of sentences and to make their meaning clear. Each symbol is called a punctuation mark. So if we carefully look at this definition of punctuation, we will be having 3 points to consider. Number one, system of symbols. Yes, punctuation is based on symbols. If you want to recognize, if you want to know what are punctuation marks, yeah, they are symbols, and you can see that there is a full stop, there is a comma, there is a question mark, exclamation mark, dash, and colon. So therefore these are different symbols with different meanings. So first of all, you have to recognize punctuation as a system of symbols. So punctuation works through different symbols, and if you can recognize these symbols, if you know these symbols, very easily you can learn punctuation. We used to separate sentence and parts of sentence. This is very important. The role of punctuation is that it separates sentences from other sentences or even the parts within a sentence. Let me give you a very simple example. If we do not use punctuation marks, that means we are never going to stop. For example, say there was a thirsty crow, he was very thirsty, he was flying here and there, he flew here and there in search of water once he saw. So I'm going continuously, I'm not using any punctuation marks, so you will not be able to know what type of sentences there, what meanings are being conveyed. For example, the simple sentence is different from exclamatory sentence, and then it is different from the quotation marks or the direct narration, then it is different from the interrogative sentence. So every type of sentence in writing needs to be very perfect and correct, in the sense that perfect use of punctuation mark is very important to make their meaning clear. So it is very important that we use punctuation marks to make the meanings clear. If we do not use punctuation marks, the meanings are not going to be clear. Each symbol is called a punctuation mark. So every punctuation mark is based on a symbol. So punctuation की तारीफ को हमने देखा और हमने देखा कि punctuation 3 चीज़ों पर बेस करती है. सबसे पहले हमें ये इल्म होना चाहिए कि punctuation system of symbols है, यानी मुख्तलिफ अलामात के निज़ाम का नाम है. जैसे फुल स्टॉप की अपनी अलामत है, जैसे कॉमा की अपनी अलामत है, जैसे सवालिया निशान की अपनी अलामत है, जैसे एक्सक्लेमेशन मार्क की अपनी अलामत है, जैसे डैश और कॉलन की अपनी अपनी अलामत हैं. तो हम ये जान सकते हैं कि पंक्चुएशन बुनियादी तौर पर अपने आप को डिफरेंट सिंबल्स के ज़रिए, निशानात या अलामात के ज़रिए ज़ाहिर करती है, तो सबसे पहले लर्नर के तौर पर हमें यह जहन में रखना होगा कि अगर हमें पंक्चुएशन सीखनी है तो फिर हमें मुख्तलिफ सिंबल्स सीखने होंगे। अब हम ये क्यों सीखेंगे, इसकी वजह आगे हमने बताई कि टू सेपरेट सेंटेंसेस एंड पार्ट्स ऑफ सेंटेंसेस, यानी हम मुख्तलिफ जुमलों को आपस में अलहदा करने के लिए, आप एक पैराग्राफ पढ़ रहे हैं जो कि मजमुआ है मुख्तलिफ जुमलों का, अगर आप पंक्चुएशन मार्क इस्तेमाल कर लेंगे तो ये होगा कि आप देख सकेंगे कि इसमें मुख्तलिफ किस्म के मीनिंग्स जो हैं वो आपको मिलेंगे, तो पंक्चुएशन मार्क से मिलेंगे। तीसरी बात कि हमें मीनिंग्स क्लियर होते हैं। जी हाँ, अगर सादा जुमला है और हम फुल स्टॉप लगा देंगे तो मीनिंग क्लियर, लेकिन सादा जुमले पर अगर हम एक्सक्लेमेशन मार्क लगा देंगे तो इसके मीनिंग बदल जाएंगे, यानी ये जज्बात और एहसासात में चला जाएगा। और उसी सिंपल स्टेटमेंट के ऊपर अगर हम सवालिया निशान लगा देंगे तो वो आम सादा बात नहीं रहेगी, बल्कि वो सवालिया बात बन जाएगी। तो यूं पंक्चुएशन की डेफिनेशन से हमें 3 बातें पता चली और इन 3 बातों पर अमल करके हम बआसानी पंक्चुएशन सीख सकते हैं। और आखिर में हम कहते हैं कि हर सिंबल को हम पंक्चुएशन मार्क कहते हैं। हर अलामत जो है वो एक पंक्चुएशन मार्क के लिए मखसूस होती है, तो इस तरह हम इन सिंबल्स को पंक्चुएशन मार्क्स का नाम देते हैं। नेक्स्ट, लेट्स मूव टू व्हाई पंक्चुएशन, the role of punctuation, the purpose of punctuation, the importance of punctuation, the significance. This is one of the most important point of your topic, because it is a simple question which is asked in your examinations. What is the role of punctuation? Why to use punctuation? What is the role of punctuation in language? So I have highlighted the 8 most important points of role of punctuation or the purpose of punctuation. Number 1, punctuation is the system of symbols. So you have to keep in mind that it is a system of symbols and you have to use every symbol perfectly. You must, number 1, learn what symbols are there for what meanings. Like I've already quoted, for example, full stop, for example, the question mark. So you have to learn that punctuation is system of symbols. Number 2, used in written communication. Yes, there are 2 types of communication. Number 1 is oral communication, which is spoken communication, and number 2 is written communication. In oral communication, we use intonation, rise and fall of a language. But once you are using the written communication, we use punctuation marks. So punctuation is used in written communication. If we want to communicate, for example, we want to write an email, we want to write a letter, we want to write an application, we definitely need to learn punctuation marks. Without it, it would not be possible for us to write. Number 3, for correct writing, error-free writing. This is very important. Like we have established the fact that punctuation helps us to convey meanings. So for error-free, simple sentence should have punctuation mark of full stop. Question should have inquiry. Exclamation should have feelings and emotions in that. Quotation mark should be a quote or a reference of someone. So error-free writing comes with the help of punctuation. Number 4, to make meaning clear. This is very, very important. The best use of punctuation is that it helps us to make meaning clear. Wrong use of symbols, wrong use of punctuation mark will definitely impair, will definitely change the meanings, and you will not be able to convey the meanings you wish to convey. Number 5, avoid confusion. Yes, if you use punctuation marks correctly, you are going to avoid confusion. So there is going to be all clarity in your writing, all clarity in your sentences if you follow the rule of punctuation. Number 6, easy understanding of the reader. If punctuation marks are correctly used, yes, the readers are going to face no difficulty at all. They can easily understand the written message. Number 7, improving writing skill. Yes, if you use punctuation correctly, your writing skill is improved. This is one way of improving writing skill, to learn the art of punctuation. If punctuation is correct, the writing is correct, and to improve your writing, punctuation can help you so very much. So this is very important, that punctuation helps us to improve our writing skills. Number 8, follow the rules of language. Yes, if we are using punctuation correctly, that means we are following the rules of language. We are not violating the rules of language at all. And if we are not violating the rules of language, that means we are using language in the correct form. So these points clearly indicate the role of punctuation, the purpose of punctuation, the significance of punctuation, and it answers the question why punctuation. अब अगर हम पंक्चुएशन के रोल की या इस सवाल का जवाब ढूंढने की कोशिश करें कि पंक्चुएशन क्यों ज़रूरी है, क्या इसकी अहमियत है, क्या इसका मकसद है, तो हमें 8 पॉइंट नज़र आते हैं। पहला कि ये सिंबल का सिस्टम है। दूसरा, इसे हम तहरीरी कम्युनिकेशन में इस्तेमाल करते हैं। तीसरा, दुरुस्त अंग्रेजी लिखने के लिए, एरर फ्री अंग्रेजी लिखने के लिए हमें पंक्चुएशन की ज़रूरत पड़ती है। चौथा, अगर हम अपने मीनिंग्स क्लियर करना चाहते हैं तो फिर हमें पंक्चुएशन का सही इस्तेमाल सीखना होगा। नंबर 5, अगर हम कन्फ्यूजन से बचना चाहते हैं, अगर हम अपनी बात को वाज़े करना चाहते हैं तो पंक्चुएशन सीखना बहुत ज़रूरी है। अगर हम रीडर की यानी मुतालिया करने वाले की, पैगाम पढ़ने वाले की आसानी चाहते हैं और चाहते हैं कि आसानी से उसे हमारा पैगाम समझ आ जाए तो फिर हमें पंक्चुएशन की ज़रूरत पड़ती है। नंबर 7, अगर हम अपना तहरीरी स्किल, महारत, अपनी तहरीर की महारत को बेहतर बनाना चाहते हैं तो पंक्चुएशन इसमें हमारे लिए सीढ़ी का काम कर सकती है, हमें बहुत ज़्यादा मदद कर सकती है। नंबर 8, अगर हम ज़ुबान के असूल, कवानीन और ज़वाबित पर अमल पैरा होना चाहते हैं तो फिर हमें पंक्चुएशन सीखना पड़ेगी। और अगर हम ज़ुबान के सही असूल और ज़वाबित इस्तेमाल करेंगे, अगर सही कवानीन पर अमल करेंगे तो फिर यकीनन हम गलतियों से बच जाएंगे और हम कामयाबी से उस ज़ुबान को इस्तेमाल कर सकेंगे। Let's go with the details of punctuation marks. So the following are the main punctuation marks. They are 11 in number, and in my 2 columns I have given you number 1 the name of the punctuation mark, and number 2 the symbol of the punctuation mark. Number 1 is full stop. It is also called the period. Number 2 is the comma. Number 3 is the semicolon. Number 4 is the colon. Number 5 is the question mark or mark of interrogation. Number 6, exclamation mark. Number 7, quotation marks, or we call them inverted commas. Number 8, apostrophe. Number 9, dash. Number 10, brackets. And number 11, capitals or capitalization. So these are the 11 most important or the main punctuation marks. So you have to learn the use of these punctuation marks so that you can use punctuation correctly in your language use. तो जब हम पंक्चुएशन मार्क्स की बात करते हैं तो 11 किस्म के अहम पंक्चुएशन मार्क्स हैं और आप देख सकते हैं कि ये 11 कौन कौन से हैं। मैंने 2 कॉलम्स में इनके नाम और इनकी अलामात आपके सामने रख दी हैं। तो जैसे ही ये पंक्चुएशन मार्क किसी भी तहरीर में आपके सामने आएंगे या आप खुद कोई तहरीर लिखना चाहते हैं तो आसानी से आप इन्हें इस्तेमाल कर सकते हैं। Now let's have a very quick view of punctuation marks and their usage. Number 1, full stop. We use to show the end of a simple sentence or a declarative sentence or the abbreviations, which is the short form or the decimal. Number 2, comma. It is used for showing the pause or any addition in the sentences. Number 3, question mark. It is used to ask something, to inquire something, to question something. Number 4, colon. It is used for long details of items in a sentence. Number 5, semicolon. It is used for short details. Number 6, exclamation mark. It is used for showing emotions and feelings in the written sentences. Number 7, inverted commas or the quotation marks. They are used to quote, reference or dialogues. They are used in dialogues as well. Number 8, apostrophe. It is used for 2 purposes. One is possession and number 2 is belonging. Number 9, dash is used for addition and explanation. Number 10, brackets used for addition. And number 11, capitals or capitalization for the use of capital letters. Let's move to the solved examples. Here at the top you will see the unpunctuated statement. Then I have given the solution as well to make you understand how certain punctuation marks are used. I worked in a shop once when I was 20. I know metal once. Once I get it started, the others will help, he said. Solution: start from quotation marks. I, capital. After once, put a comma. I, again capital. At 20, one statement ends, so put a full stop. then I again capitalize, then at metal the sentence ends, put a full stop. The next sentence starts from 1, so O is capital. Once again I, capital. After started there is a pause, so comma is used. Then after help we are going to end the quotation mark, so there is a comma, inverted commas closed. He said, there is a full stop at the said. So if you practice this example, you can easily master punctuation, when to use punctuation and how to use punctuation. Finally, we reach the conclusion. Punctuation is a system of symbols. Use punctuation marks for clearing meaning. Number 3, be careful in using punctuation marks. तो हमने कंक्लूजन में 3 बातें की हैं. आपको याद रखना पड़ेगा कि ये सिस्टम ऑफ सिंबल्स है. आपको याद रखना पड़ेगा कि मीनिंग्स को वाज़े करने के लिए आपको पंक्चुएशन मार्क इस्तेमाल करने आने चाहिए. और नंबर 3, पंक्चुएशन मार्क के इस्तेमाल में बहुत ज़्यादा एहतियात की ज़रूरत होती है. When using punctuation marks, keep in mind 2 points. Number 1, use correct punctuation marks. Yes, this is very important that you have to use correct punctuation mark for correct sentences. And number 2, avoid errors to avoid confusion. If you avoid errors, naturally you are going to avoid confusion. तो जब आप punctuation marks इस्तेमाल कर रहे हो तो 2 एहतियात आप कीजिएगा. पहले तो आपने सही punctuation mark इस्तेमाल करना है और दूसरा गलतियों से बचना है. तो फिर आपको confusion से बचना है, तो फिर आपको सही punctuation marks इस्तेमाल करने पड़ेंगे. Finally, we move to examination question. Question number 1, what is punctuation? Question number 2, why punctuation, or the role or the purpose or the importance or the significance of punctuation? Question number 3, use of punctuation marks. And question number 4, punctuate the following. You can be given a statement to punctuate. Reading resource, Smart Communication Skills and Language Skills by Professor Amir Malik, page 79 to 80. I hope you would have enjoyed this lecture. Thank you very much.